Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Mathew Javier. And tonight, we're going to do a chapter 10 summary about Cisco CCNA1 or Cisco chapter 1. So first, let's read chapter 10, Introduction of Application Layer. So just as student, applications means lots to us, but in this application layer, applications such as web browsers, online gaming, chatting with email friends, sample it is enable us to receive data with relative ease. Typically, we can use access and use this application without knowing how they work. However, the network professionals, it is important to know how application is able to format, transmit, and interpret message they are sent to receive across the network. So visualizing the mechanism mechanism that enables that enable communication across the network is made easier if we use layered framework or the OSI model. In this chapter, we will explore the role of the application layer and how the application service and protocols within application layer make robust communication across data network possible. So, in the, in the chapter 10, we in the application layer, just like in the social network or social media accounts like Messenger, Facebook, Twitter, IG, etc., so on and so forth. We use them to communicate with other people that have their own account also, and we use them to, and this application layer, uh, we we will know how they delivered message, how they construct it, like in games, etc. But in this video, we're going to do a summary about chapter 10. So, in the application layer, guys, the application layer is responsible for directly accessing the underlying process that manage and deliver communication to the human network. These layers serve as the source of destination of communication across data network. The application layer, application, service, and protocols enable users to interact with the data network in a way that is meaningful and effective. An application are computer programs which is the uses interact which initiate the data transfer protocols that user requests, and services are background programs that provide the connection between the application layer and the lower layers of the networking model. And the third one is protocols that provide a structure and of agreed upon rules and process that ensure service running on the one particular device can send and receive data from a range of different networks. So delivery of data of network can be requested from a server by client or between devices that operate in the P2P arrangement. In P2P, the client/server relationship is established accordingly to which device is the source and destination at the time. Messages are exchanged between the application layer and the service at each end device in accordance with the protocol specification to establish and use this relationship. And protocols like HTTP, example, they support the delivery of web pages to end devices. Like SMTP, IMAP, and POP support sending, receiving email. SMB and FTP enables users to share files. P2P application make it easier for consumers to seamlessly share media in a distributed fashion. DNS resolved the human legible names used to refer the network resources into numeric address. Usable by network clouds are remote upstream locations that store data and host applications so that users do not require as many local resources, and so that users can seamlessly access content on a different devices from any location. So all of these work together at the application layer. The application layer enables users to work and play over the internet. So we students, we come to work. Sometimes we use Messenger into communication service and use some others just like Steam or etc. to play a game that even construct it. Now we're wondering why we can chat anything and deliver it from the source or destination, which is the person we are whom we contact with. So guys, this application or this chapter 10 explains to us that how things go with the inner part of those in term of those media application or social media application. So in this chapter 10, uh, chapter 10 summary, uh, they constructed so many in so many possible questions, and in the application layer that proves to us that every layer or every application is consists of what we called it is consists of what we call ex- that explains how the function of application layer, session layer, and presentation layer work together that provide network service to end user application, or how to describe common application layer protocols interact with an user application, and describe at a high level common application layer that provide internet service to end user, including the www services and email. It also describes application layer protocols that provide IP address service, including DNS and DHCP. Describe the features and operation of well-known application layer protocols that allow for file sharing services, including FTP, file sharing service, SMB protocol. Explain how data is moved across the network from opening an application or receiving a data. So, here we will application layer protocols, well-known application protocol service, and the message shared around the world. So, first is the TCP or IP OSM models, presentation and session layers. Presentation layer, coding and conversion of layer data, data compression, data encryption from transmission. Session layer function creates and maintains dialogue between source and destination application, handles the exchange of information and initiate dialogues. So there are the TCP application layer protocols, which domain name, server DNS. We have Telnet, Bootstrap, Dynamic Host Control Protocol or DHCP, Hypertext Protocol or HTTP, File Transfer Protocol FTP, Trivial File Transfer Protocol TFTP, and Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, Post Office Protocol, and Internet Message Access Protocol. So there are peer-to-peer networks, common P2P application just like eDonkey, eMule, Shiranza, BitTorrent, Bitcoin, and LionShare. that have P2P, and the all well-known application layer and protocol services. They are HTTP, which is to browse the web, and simple mail transfer protocol, SMTP, to enable users to send mail, and post office protocol of POP to enable users to receive mail. So guys, first the browser interprets the three parts of the URL. HTTP, the protocol or scheme, www.cisco.com, the server name or index.html, the specific file name, HTTP, SMTP, POP, and IMAP. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, SMTP, transfer mail, message must be formatted properly. Post Protocol or POP. POP does not store message. POP3 is designed for an ISP because it elevates responsibility for managing large amounts of storage for their email servers. So those are some of the backtrack of chapter 10 summary. So guys, I as I say in the first 5 minutes of the video is the summary, and then we go back to the content of chapter 10, which is the step by step to know more about it. So guys, hope you learn more about chapter 10 and gathered some information from this video to get more and know more about application layer. So that's all, and thank you for watching.